All right, good morning. I'm going to start off with just a thought. As usual, welcome back to Transformative Thoughts. We're out here for our everyday walk with our dog here, and we're going to share some thoughts about people that we get to meet every single day, the people that we bump into, the people that we get to build relationships with. I've always told myself for a very long time that I've been an introvert, that I'm not a people person, that I'd rather stick to myself and be alone. And although that is true, it's actually not something that I would identify myself with for a long period of time, because that's just temporary. The reason why I say that is because we go through phases in our life. We go through stages of development and growth. And yes, in the beginning, when it came to relationships, I never understood how to manage them. I never understood how to build relationships. I kept pushing people away, not knowing that I was pushing people away. And with this awareness, with this clarity of continuous development in understanding self and how I want to live and create in this world, I'm learning that relationships matter, because the people that we get to engage with, the people that we get to bump into and share experiences with, they are part of my game. There's no coincidence that I would meet the people that I meet, regardless of how long or how short the relationship is. I believe that, or I know that every person I engage with, that I've had the opportunity to engage with, they were presented and have been presented to me for some type of reason, whatever I want to make that out to be. But they play a role. They play a role in the development of my character. They play a role in the development of my progression in this game, because through people, we share ideas. Through people, we share thoughts. And through people, these thoughts, these ideas, they multiply. They grow and they expand. And when these thoughts multiply, grow, and expand, it ends up creating your existence, your reality. So although we all have the opportunity to play this game as a single player. Obviously, we have our family, we have our loved ones, we have our partner, but everyone else in this game, that we choose to engage with and connect with, it doesn't have to be a single player anymore. It's now considered a multiplayer game. Just depends on how you approach the game and how you choose to play. For the first part of my life, I chose to play as a single player, and I think it's a requirement in this game. We all play the game as a single player until we're ready to expand, get better, and expand our game. And when we're prepared to expand our game, it pushes us out of our boundaries and our comfort zone from single player to multiplayer. And through the multiplayer game, you create with other people. Through the multiplayer game, you complete missions, quests, you build things, you go fight battles and raid bosses together, and then you win together. So when it comes to relationships, I have a different perspective now. I am not an introvert. I started off this game as an introvert. But being an introvert or being an extrovert, all it is a skill. It's a skill that you develop as you progress through the game. It's a skill you develop when you become aware that it's a skill that you need to develop. So, Jack, stay. So I can be an introvert if I want to. I can be an extrovert if I want to. I think there's a term for it that my friend Andrew, said it was not too long ago. But it's see if I can put the term on here somewhere, but it's being able to switch back and forth between introvert and extrovert when required. And I do believe that that is the skill that I have learned to develop and I have learned to sharpen and be better at, because that ultimately affects and has an influence on the connections and the relationships that I am choosing to develop with the people around me, because I now understand that the people around me and the relationships that are being presented to me in this game of life, they don't happen by accident. I may see people behind me. Yeah, just other people doing their thing. I'm not connecting with them. I see them. They exist in my game because that's how the game works. You need other people in this game so that you're not playing this game alone. However, when it's time to engage and connect with someone, that connection there, it just doesn't happen for no reason. So this is what I'm learning about myself. This is what we're learning about ourselves. We're learning how to play the game. We're learning how to navigate our character through and how to build relationships, how to connect with other people, because through other people, our ideas and our thoughts transform into physical reality. Through other people, through the people that I'm working with on a day-to-day basis, my business partners, our partnerships, people who are halfway around the world, I'm engaging with them through this device here, through this black mirror. And somehow, through this connection, through this relationship, through the sharing of ideas and thoughts, through the sharing of all that, we shape our reality. And that's the magic of life. That's the magic of this game. It's an infinite game. Really comes down to where you're at in your life, really comes down to what phase and what stage you're at. Hey, dude, come on. Walking him off leash, and he's just taking his sweet time today. Guess that's all I gotta share, man. Some simple thoughts, or at least I do my best to simplify it as best as I can. But I ended off with this. More and more, I realize that people matter. The people, at least the people that I get to engage with on a day-to-day basis, they matter. And it's up to me on whether or not I want to expand that connection, on whether or not I want to further that relationship. Not because I'm going to gain something from it, but because I have the opportunity to learn about myself, because every engagement, every conversation that we have with other people is a mirror. The world's a mirror. People, relationships, it's a mirror. Because when we speak to other people, it's a reflection of the thoughts and the ideas that we have going on in our own minds. And what we share outwardly to other people is going to bounce back to us. So through people, we learn about ourselves. Through people, we learn how to create. Through people, we learn how to be a better human being, a better character in this game so that we can progress further. And that's it. That's all I got for today. that is Transformative Thoughts, and I'll leave it with that. Thank you for listening.